So out of nowhere, Michael Jackson calls me. Pick up the phone. I said, hello? Hello? Who is this? This is Michael. I hung up the phone. Michael calls again. Who is this? It's Michael Jackson. Spike. I hung up the phone. The third time. See, this is with Mike. Spike, this is Michael Jackson. Don't see, he used to do that. He had a deep voice, and he would use it when one of us get out of line.
Jackson fan, so I get a call. Magic.
I did not see the voice
I
coming.
want to talk to you. So I hung the phone.
You hung up.
No, I hung up. So the phone rang 2 minutes later.
This is funny.
Magic, this is Michael Jackson. I said, this is not Michael Jackson. So I hung the phone up again. So I knew Jackie Jackson very well, his brother. So his brother called me and say, Magic, that was really Michael calling you. No! Please, I'll call him back.
How did you get him back on the phone?
So I got back, and I'm apologizing for an hour. I am so sorry. I thought somebody was playing a joke on me, right?
Gracious and nice. And Michael was cool, man. He was great. Because the first time he called me, I didn't believe it was him. I hung up on him 3 times. He called me 8 in the morning. Hi, this is Michael. And I'm going, F you. You know? Sorry. And it happened 3 times. And then I got a call from Quincy's office 3 hours later. That was really Michael, man. You better call him back. And I'm like, oh my God. So I called back the number. He answers, and I go, this is Luke at there. I don't even know what to say. He goes, I didn't really believe it was. He goes, I get that all the time. It's funny.
So we're in the studio with Justin, and they were like, listen, you got a phone call on line 1. I'm like, yeah, what was it? That's Michael Jackson. I'm like, man, get out of here. Right? Call back, line 1. I'm like, all right, cool. Who's this? Michael Jackson. And I'm thinking like, it's one of my friends calling from Virginia trying to be funny. They were like, listen, please pick up the phone. It's Michael Jackson. I'm like, man, hello. And I'm thinking it's my friend. And I heard someone eating popcorn in my ear. And that's how I knew it was him.
I got a call at home, and he said, hi, is Vince there? It's like, who's this? It's Michael Jackson. I said, this is not Michael Jackson. No, it's Michael Jackson. I said, get the fuck out of here. This is not Michael Jackson, Yes, it is, Vince. It's really me. I was like, oh my God, Mike, I'm so sorry. I apologize. I didn't mean to say fuck, man,
So one time I was in New Jersey, and my phone goes off, right? And I pick up the phone, and I'm like, yo, hello? And dude said, hello, Wyclef, this Michael Jackson. And I hang up the phone, right? Because where we come from, I'm constantly pranking my friend. Like, we grew up prankers, right?
We do the same. We do the same.
Dude, so I hang up on Michael Jackson, and the phone rings back again. And it's like, Wyclef, this is Mike. Yo, and then I realized, holy crap, it's Michael Jackson. Then I lose my voice. I'm like, hello, Mr. Michael Jackson, how you doing? And I connected with Michael.
And it was my attorney who connected me and Mike together. At first I thought he was bullshitting. Like, honestly, I hung up on him when he first called me, talking about Michael Jackson. I want to work with you.
Just hung up, fuck out of here.
Right. But then he called me back with Mike on 3-way.
Okay.
And as soon as I heard his voice, I was like, oh, man. I hung up again because I was surprised. Like, oh, shit, that's Mike. So imagine getting hung up on twice. And then they hung up, and he's like, no, seriously, it's me, Mike. It's Mike. And I was like, shit.
And Michael called the house, and I answered the phone like a dummy, bro. I was young. I answered the phone, and he was like, is Bernard there? I'm like, who's this? Who's talking? He said, this is Michael Jackson. I'm like, yeah, okay, sure, and hung up the phone. And he called back, and my mother grabbed the phone that time, but I never
thought it was a prank call.
I thought it was a joke, man. I'm like, come on, bro.
I have the greatest Michael Jackson story. All right.
Tell it.
He called out of I'm checking my messages one day, and it's like, boop, hi, this is Michael. And, I'm just like, okay, this is a crank call because I get a lot of those. So I'm cleaning my kitchen and the phone rings and I'm like, hello. And he's like, is Foxy there? I'm like, yeah, who's speaking? This is Michael. And I'd like go into this whole thing about how miserable he is because I didn't think it was him. And I'm like, you have nothing better to do but call people and crank call them and say you're Michael Jackson. How dare you say that? And
You told him
I
off?
was so, what? I was like, don't ever call here again and I'm going to trace your number. And he was quiet and I hung up on him. And I was like, I called Marvette, my publicist, and I'm like, Marvette. I said, this is it. I've heard it all. Michael Jackson. Now they're Michael Jackson. And she said, no, Inga, that was Michael Jackson. So we called him back, and he was like, I want to start off by saying you're beautiful. And oh, man, it was like the greatest point right there. I was like, I called him back, and I was like, whew. I had to I was sweating. I was Billie Jean, too. I was like everything. I love Michael, so.
And the phone went really early, you know, in the morning. It went about 6 in the morning, so I picked up. I was like, hi, is that Adam Ant? I said, Terry, because I thought it was me drummer, Terry. I said, Terry, you can, you know, I won't say it on the show, but I let him know that I was not happy. Bob, put the phone down, actually. Ring, ring again. Hi, is that? I'll tell Terry, I'm going to keep, well, not, you know, boom, put it down. And then the next call, hi, this is Quincy Jones. So, and it was him. So he put Michael on, and it was like, you know the jacket you got? Where'd you get it? And so I told him.
Mike call you? Mike called me, and yeah, he called me in my room. I think we was in Vancouver.
Right.
He was in Canada. He said, man, Michael Jackson on the phone. He said it so nonchalantly. I was like, huh? What?
Yeah, hold on, Michael Jackson.
He said, Michael Jackson on the phone. Pick up your phone. Pick up the phone rang, and they put Mike through. And I picked up the phone. It wasn't Mike. It was some British dude. And he was like, yeah, Michael, he'll be here in 25 minutes. And I was thinking to myself, why you just ain't calling 25 minutes? But, yeah, man, he came in, and he was like, hey. And I was like, that ain't the hey I know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That heavy-ass voice.
Yeah, he didn't have that
Like,
hey, it's
yeah.
Michael. He didn't sound like that. He sounded like a regular dude.
Right.
So, but you could tell it was Michael Jackson.
Right.
So I was like, hey, what's up? And he was like, you know what I want to tell you? And I was like, what? And he was like, that how we do. That how we do magic. It's magical. It's magical. And I was like, yeah, it's a really good song. He was like, no, it's magical. He was like, I was riding in the car the other day, and I told my driver, you put on that 50 Game song. That's how we do. It's so magical. And he said it's magical about 30 times. And I was like, okay, it's magical. But then he said, and then you know what you guys did? You followed it up. You came with that how we do. And now it's a whole magic show. You guys are so magical together. He was like, I don't understand why you guys are at odds or beefing. He was like, I got an idea. We should fix the beef on my album. And that's when he lost me. And I was like, everything after that was like, I hated 50 so much at that time. I just was like, Mike threw me off with that. And I was just like, no. Yeah, he lost me in the conversation. So I ended up hanging up.
You hung up on Mike?
I did.
So I'm in my car. I'm actually headed to rehearsal. This is a few years back. And I get a random call on my cell phone. It's a number that's not saved in my cell phone. And I normally don't answer those, but for whatever reason, I just picked it up. Hello? Hey. Hi. Who's this? Michael. Michael who? Michael Jackson. Ah, cool. Boop.
You hung up on Michael Jackson.
Come on. Michael Jackson don't call nobody's cell phone. I'm like, somebody clearly playing. Somebody messing with me. I hung up the phone. 10 minutes later, I get a call from my assistant like, hey, man, so Michael Jackson's about to call you in about 10 minutes. I'm like, you mean 10 minutes ago?
Oh.
Damn, bro. I hung up on Michael. Oh, Lord. So
Oh, my God.
Got him back on the phone. I instantly lied. I was like, yeah, man, we went through a tunnel. It was bad reception. What's going on, Mike? How you doing?
Oh,
but yeah,
my God.
yeah, that was embarrassing.
That's
Yeah.
crazy, but what a memory. You hung up on Mike, the king
Michael Jackson.
of pop.